A nationwide opinion poll commissioned by Gambia participants revealed strong public sentiment against Ousainou Darboe's bid for 2026 presidential election. According to the survey, 63% of the respondents opposes Darboe's candidacy, signaling warning support for the veteran opposition leader. Amadou Kumare, Emani officer at the Gambia participate, shares insights.
All right. So these questions are related to opposition leadership. So if Mr. Ousainou Darboe should contest in the elections, so we have a 28% yes, 58% no, and 13% not sure. When we look at those results by region, right, we get regions like Masakungo saying yes at 43%, Kerwan saying yes at 36%, close to a no in that region that stands at 35%. So Kanafi is saying no at 51%, and we can see Brikama undecided at 43% or not sure. So those are the major regional numbers there. So if Mr. Darboe contested, will you vote for him? So here again we see that 18% say yes, 63% say no, and 18% are undecided. So by region, similar to what we have previously said, Masakungo 53% saying yes, Keruan 49% saying yes, Janjambure 44% saying yes. The no's are in Banjul, Basse, Brikama, even though in Brikama 40% of people are undecided there.
The polls also indicate growing interest in younger political figures, with 44% of respondents expressing support for Talib Bensouda, the mayor of Kanifing Municipal Council. Talib currently leads the poll in the event of potential coalition among opposition parties.
From what we've seen in the data, what I can say about that is that the public is eager to see young representation, right? So it just suggests that, right, these veterans, if I can say so, they still command a lot of loyalty, right? The data is showing that. But the data is also showing that more and more people want to see younger leaders running. Who do people believe should lead the coalition? So again here, 38% are saying Bensouda. I think earlier the approval for him was around 31%, if I'm not mistaken. So again, 38% of people are saying he should lead that coalition. And 33% are undecided. I think on the other side it was around 29% who were undecided. So close number.
Meanwhile, there remains an uncertainty surrounding President Barrow's bid for third term in office, creating division among Gambians. However, the public opinion survey shows that 55% are against his attempt to a third term bid.
Third term bid. So 35% say yes, 55% say no, and 10% say they're not sure. So that question is related to the third term bid of the president. So we have that disaggregated by regions. The following question is, if the president runs for in the 2026 election, will you vote for him? So this is a conditional, right? Given that he runs, will you vote for him? So 19% say yes, 60% say no, and 20% are undecided.
Despite this, the findings suggest President Adama Barrow stands the best chance of winning in 2026, with a 35% likelihood of victory among survey voters. The result highlights a competitive race ahead, with Gambians weighing the desire for continuity against the push for a new leadership. As the Gambia's political landscape enters another decisive chapter with the 2026 presidential election, the debate over constitutional reform, governance performance, and the consolidation of democratic gains continue to shape national politics. Since President Barrow's re-election in 2021, his government faces mounting pressure over slow pace of transitional justice implementation, corruption, economic challenges, and public sector reforms. The question now is whether this survey influences the upcoming elections, ushering in change at the helm of the country's leadership, or whether President Barrow capitalized on the advantage of incumbency. For TFN News, I am Aliu Jallo.